And welcome back to New Jersey Viewpoint. I'm Ken Rosato. Our next guest stays pretty busy with his day job, but he's taken a leap and in his spare time is trying something entirely new. Please join me in welcoming Dr. David C. Verducci, who's the superintendent of Glen Rock Public Schools, and he's just been honored by the New Jersey Association of School Administrators as the 2011 Northern Regional Superintendent of the Year. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
You have on your lap a special bear friend, and that is Sebastian. Tell us about Sebastian.
Well, Sebastian is a teddy bear that my mom had given me back in '97. She had been sick for a long time, and I travel a lot, so we took the bear and took some pictures, and she really kind of got cheered up. Liked it a lot, so we kept doing it. And about 2 years later, Mom passed away, and at that point, well, I just kept going, and it was then force of habit.
And what is the reaction you get from kids?
They love him. I just kept taking the bear everywhere, people asking questions, having conversations with him. And I love when they ask the bear the question and, you know, act like I'm interrupting or something, you know.
Yeah, there's a picture of him up on the screen right now. You've traveled the world with Sebastian. How many different places have you been with him?
Sebastian's probably been to about 70, 75 countries at this point. Real adventurous. So we just keep having a lot of good times together.
Does Sebastian ever suggest the countries he wants to go to?
Well, it's subtle, but we work our way through it together.
Okay, if you were going to tell me yes, doctor, we would have ended this interview.
There you go.
No, but in all sincerity, you were kidding around. It's fun what you've done with this in your book. These are pictures from the book Travels with Sebastian, the most traveled bear in the world. And from what we can gather, he is the most traveled bear in the world. And a very handsome bear as well. But when you present Sebastian to kids, what message are you trying to give them?
Well, first of all, when I first came to Glen Rock about a year ago, I wanted to do something special for Read Across America, and I've been kind of playing with the idea of doing this. So I took a weekend, used Snapfish, as a matter of fact, to just piece it all together as a photo album, but instead did it as a book. And the kids have just been great about it. But what I've been really fascinated by, because the message is just get out into the world, go find out about it, discover it. You know, I love geography and history, and it's sometimes really unfortunate that kids don't realize that that could be one of the most fun things of all. And so I want to take them on a little tour.
So you teach kids about the world, about geography, different nations, cultures, and languages through Sebastian.
And you teach them how to read, how to like books, how to just take care of somebody, how people are different. He's a real character.
So how old is he now? He'd be about 13,
He's
14?
About 12 now.
12.
What I found interesting, though, is that it wasn't just the little guys. Like my first graders loved it. Second grade, third grade. I had a third grade. The entire group wrote him letters recently, you know, just to say hi. But I found it really interesting the way adults really just kind of relate to it, because there's just an air of plausibility to it.
Would you say this is bigger than you expected it to be?
Oh, huge. I was shocked. I decided I wanted to teach myself how to do a simple website and set one up in July. And pretty much by word of mouth, as of this morning, I think there were about 1,700 hits on the site, 1,600 unique users. And so it's just really gone viral.
Just for the heck of it, you could, it's travelswithsebastian.com. That you'll see that right there on the screen. So those 1,700 hits will be about 170,000 by the end of this
Oh, that's okay.
broadcast.
We've sent all of our folks, our visitors, a little Friend of Sebastian certificate by return email, so we'll be glad to.
There you go. Well, you know, some of the pictures we were showing from the book include pictures of a passport. He has a passport.
Right. As a matter of fact.
We have, this is Sebastian's passport. So oh, he's a Brit.
As a matter of fact, because I couldn't get a similar kind of thing from the U.S.
There are stamps and everything. We have pictures of it in the book. That
but what happens, I've actually had, get this one, U.S. Customs. I actually talked into really stamping it.
That's amazing.
But people have been really gracious about the whole thing. And it's just been a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to writing the next one.
Have you ever gotten any unusual reactions?
Oh, people, just that people keep taking him as a real character.
I love that.
You know, the way they talk to him, they write to him, gets birthday cards.
Do you find that people are more comfortable sometimes talking to him as a bear than to a person?
As an educator, you know that sometimes when kids are little and they're in distress, sometimes the best thing to do is talk to the bear.
Now, what's your next project?
Well, we've only been on 6 continents, so I think it's time for a second book. We're looking for a publisher at the moment, And I think Antarctica is coming not too far distant future. I know India is on the schedule for next year. Christmas, we're going back to Asia.
I hope this bear has an income because he's costing you a lot of money getting him to all these places.
Yeah, but it's an awful lot of fun. It's an awful lot of fun, so it's worth it.
And anything you'd like to say about what's ahead for Glen Rock Schools?
Glen Rock is just an amazing place. We have the only K-12 pre-engineering program in the country. We just opened 2 new wings on the high school, a construction project where our governor, we keep talking about how New Jersey's so difficult. We're 5 months early and $5 million under, so,
wow.
you know, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, and we're working
Thank you,
on it.
Sebastian.
You see? It's always nice to have the encouragement.
There you go. Dr. Verducci, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, Ken, my pleasure.
Glen Rock Schools, congratulations again on your honor. And the book is called Travels with Sebastian.
Right.
May you travel healthfully and have a good time.
And often.
There you go.
Thank
For
you.
information on all of the organizations featured on Viewpoint, and if you missed a segment and would like to watch the show at your leisure, you could visit us rather at 7online.com/viewpoint. And we will be back with an animal shelter that's doing some amazing work and a groomer that helps make these puppies totally irresistible. I'll have a surprise for you, and you simply have to come back.